Hey guys, Taylor here again, back with another video. And today I am finally doing my post-op breast augmentation video. I am 2 weeks post-op as of today. Today is Friday, May 24th. I had my surgery done on the morning of Friday, May 10th. Hence, this is my 2-week post-op. So I've been talking about doing this in my first couple of videos, and I finally decided to do it, and I finally got down in front of the camera, and I'm making myself do this video. I don't expect this to be a very long video, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes probably, but who knows, it'll go as long as it goes. So Sandy will be joining me for this video again today. I guess she just wants to sleep here on my bed, so because she loves my bed. And anyways, let's get right into it. So I have been wanting to get the surgery done for a very long time. For those of you who follow me on social media or know me personally, you know that this is something that I've been wanting to get done for a very long time and means a lot to me because, you know, women, one of the first thing that stands out about women is obviously our breasts. And that's something that stands out to many people when you first see someone. It is something that people look at and it declares to the world, I am a woman. I have these two round things on my chest. And obviously that's very important for me as a transgender woman and for all transgender women on our road to acceptance and just fitting in and feeling comfortable with our bodies. And the amount of confidence that I feel now having my top surgery is off the charts. I feel so much more confident already. I feel so much more at ease and comfortable and confident in my body, and I couldn't be happier with it. So getting into some of the specifics, this has been a surgery, obviously, that I've been wanting for a long time, as I've said. And some of you may be wondering why it took me so long to get this surgery following when I came out as transgender. Everybody know, for those of you who don't know, I came out publicly and started living publicly as a woman back in August of 2017. So it's about 21 months. And that's when I started, and I did the whole shebang. I, started living publicly as a woman. I started taking hormones. I made it public to everybody that this is who I am. This is who I've always been. And it's been a crazy couple of years since then. But anyways, it's been 21 months since then. I've been on hormone therapy for 21 months. And the reason why I waited so long to get my surgery done is because if you talk to any good endocrinologist who, if you guys don't know what an endocrinologist is, they deal with hormones, hormone therapy, that sort of thing. I have an endocrinologist here in Columbus that prescribes me my medication, and she's the person I talk to about a lot of my transgender stuff, surgeries, medications, anything medical related to my body or anything like that. She even gives me diet tips every now and then. So yeah, I talk to her a lot about all of this stuff. So, does your face itch? Here, I'll scratch your face for you. Yes, there we go. Anyways, back on track. So the reason why I waited so long to get this done is because any good endocrinologist will tell you it's usually good to wait about a year to 2 years before you get your breast augmentation done, as if you are a transgender woman, because you want to be on hormones for about a year to 2 years. Because most transgender women, whatever natural breast tissue they get in the first year to 2 years on hormone therapy, that's pretty much going to be it. That you're not going to get, you could be on hormones for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You're not going to get much more, if anything at all, past your first year to 2 years on hormone therapy. Assuming you are taking the right dosage for your body type and your weight and height and all that stuff. You're not going to get more than what you have in the first year to two on hormones. So for those of you who want a little bit of education in transgender medical stuff, there you go. So that's why I waited this long to get my surgery. So at about 18 months, is when I really started. I've been looking after about a year on hormones. So this past fall, I really started to look into the surgical aspect of things in terms of my breast augmentation. And I've spoken with several different clinics and doctors throughout Columbus about the surgery and just kind of getting a gauge for what they require in terms of medical requirements, cost, everything that could be related to the surgery. And eventually I found this guy this past spring. His name is Dr. Robert Hauser. He's based out of Westerville, which is pretty close to where I live. And so it's about a 10-minute, 15-minute drive down the road. So it's perfect. I had the surgery that Friday morning, and then I came right back here. And that's why I really wanted to get my surgery done here in Columbus, is because I wanted to be able to recover here in my own bed and hang out with this little silly goose. So yeah. And he did a phenomenal job. I could not recommend him more. I could not be more happy with the results. At least here 2 weeks out, they feel great. They look great so far. They really feel natural, and that's what I was really wanting. I was afraid. That was one of my fears getting breast augmentation, is that they wouldn't feel like they were my natural breasts, that they would feel fake, I guess. And I think that's an insecurity that a lot of women feel, not just trans women, all women feel who get breast augmentation, is you don't want them to look fake. You know, you don't want them to feel fake. I just don't like fake. And some women do, and that's totally fine. But I never wanted them to look fake. I didn't want them to be too big. I didn't want them to be too small. I just wanted breast implants that fit my body and my body frame. And I think Dr. Hauser did a great job helping me find the perfect size for my fit and frame. And so my implant size that I got were 575 cc's. And they say that about every 250 cc's is a cup size. So I went from a B cup to a D cup / double D cup, mainly D cup. And I'm very happy with them, and they fit naturally with my frame. As you can see, they don't look too big. They don't, obviously, I didn't want to get them small, because I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to spend that much money, I'm going to get my money's worth. So I just wanted them to look natural, and they look very natural for 2 weeks out. The first week or so, the first few days to a week, they felt really high up. So what they do, I guess, getting into the surgical aspect of it. So I had my implants inserted under my breast. So they do an incision under each breast, just a little incision about that long, and then they insert the implants. And when you first have them in, they are very high up on your chest. For those of you who know anything about breast augmentation, they're very high up on your chest. They almost feel like you're choking on them, but obviously that is not the end result. That is just for the first few weeks, and they have already dropped immensely just in the 2 weeks that I've been post-op, and they already feel a lot softer. They were very hard, very high up, very firm when I first had my surgery, and they already are starting to feel very soft, very squishy, very normal. You know, they feel like normal breasts now, to a certain extent. So, and that'll even improve here at about 6 to 8 weeks, they say, is when they really kind of, like, at 6 to 8 weeks is what I've been told, that they look like they're probably going to look permanently, and how they're going to feel permanently. So I've still got a few weeks until I get those final results, really. And they say, I mean, it can even take up to 6 months to a year for them to 100% settle down and drop into their pocket. So I had the incision underneath my breasts, and they inserted the implants. I had mine done under the muscle because I wanted them to feel natural so I can feel. So this right here under my skin is my natural muscle, which is nice, and it makes them feel much more natural. So that's the surgical process of it. And then they, have dropped down significantly here in the first couple weeks. Recovery period. Recovery for me actually didn't take that long. I actually started feeling very good very fast after my surgery. Now, the first couple days were miserable for me, though. The first day, it wasn't too bad. I was pretty well drugged up on the first day with the pain medication and whatnot. It was mainly just a lot of sleeping on my first day. And so my parents were in town that weekend to take care of me while I recovered for that first 24 to 48 hours. Now that Saturday, so I had my surgery that Friday morning, first thing in the morning, if I didn't say that already. And then the next day, that Saturday, was brutal. I woke up that morning and my chest was killing me. It was so painful. It was just a lot of pain in my chest. So I just took a couple of painkillers that morning, and I started to feel a little bit better. It was still very sore. I mean, it was just a lot of soreness and tightness those first few days to a week, or however long it takes for you to recover. It's different for different people. I didn't take as long to recover. It was the soreness and tightness that really made me feel uncomfortable at first. But now they're not so sore, they're not as tight. My skin has adapted to them, which is great. And they feel a lot more natural and soft. So I'm very happy with that. The next Sunday wasn't too bad. I noticed that my mornings were the worst part of it. And I think that's just because, the pain meds wore off overnight, obviously. So as soon as I took some more pain meds in the mornings, I felt a lot better. So I was on pain meds for that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I think Monday morning was the last time I took a painkiller. And then I pretty much was just on ibuprofen after that. They said you can take up to 800 milligrams of ibuprofen every 8 hours. So it was pretty much ibuprofen for that Monday and Tuesday. And then by that Wednesday, I was pretty much good. I didn't take really any medication at all in terms of pain after that. So, I mean, after about 5 days, I was medication free from my recovery. So, and then I had my follow-up with my doctor this past Monday on April, it would have been May 20th, that Monday. So, and then, also I forgot, so after the surgery, when I went home, there was gauze over where the incision was on my breasts, under the breasts, I guess, and that came off after 48 hours, 24? No, it's 48 hours. But then there was still surgical tape over where the incision was, and that I just had removed on Monday when I had my follow-up. So it still looks like an incision underneath there right now. It's slowly starting to heal. There's still stitches, so it's not really a scar yet. It's still kind of an open incision that's been sewn shut, so I have to be very careful with it right now. My doctor told me so. But I have been, and I have noticed very little discomfort. It's mainly just itchiness on the incision area. There's a lot of itchiness there, but I've been able to resist itching a whole lot. So it hasn't really been a problem at all. I'm very shocked, honestly, at how quickly I've recovered. I was expecting this to be a more arduous recovery process. But, I mean, outside of those first few days, it was not that bad at all. And even that Saturday that I woke up in a lot of pain on that Saturday, that evening, I actually ended up going for a walk with Sandy here to the park. And I felt pretty good. I mean, there was still, like I said, a lot of soreness and tightness in the chest. But I was feeling pretty good. I mean, I was good enough to take a walk. So, in terms of going off of that, in terms of exercise, here for my recovery, they recommended here for the first couple weeks that I just try to take it slow. No, power walking or running or anything like that. So it's mainly just these first couple weeks I've been just, leisurely taking Sandy on leisurely walks. I go on like a 2-mile walk with her every day through the park across the street from me. So I keep up, in terms of exercise without totally having to be bedridden, while also not being able to strain myself, not wanting to strain myself that much. Because, I don't want anything to happen. I don't want any complications to happen. Now, after this week, my doctor said after tomorrow, Saturday, which is Saturday, May 25th, yeah. He said I'm more than welcome to try running, lifting a little bit more because I haven't been able to lift more than 5 pounds for the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to try tomorrow to see how much more I can put myself through, and it's more of just a how much I feel like I can do. He said that there still might be some soreness and tenderness from trying to run or trying to lift things, all that sort of thing. So I'm curious to see how much I can do following tomorrow. But I'll probably do another post-op video here in another week or two, probably. I probably won't do another post-op video until my next follow-up appointment, which isn't until the middle of June, which is when my doctor will be able to tell me I can do all this stuff. Like right now, I still can't go swimming, at least not submerge my surgery area until my doctor says so. I can't do, jumping or anything like that, obviously, for obvious reasons. So, but I'm very pleased with everything. I've been like I said, very shocked by how quickly I've recovered. And thank you to everyone who has shown me so much support the past couple weeks, and for all your kind words and everything like that. And it means a lot to me. And so that's everything pertaining to the breast augmentation. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment here on this video, or shoot me a tweet, or comment on one of my Instagram posts, or DM me on Instagram, whatever you feel like. I'm thinking about doing maybe a Q&A somewhere down the line. If I can get enough questions from you guys, I might do a transgender Q&A, because I know I've encountered so many people who have a lot of different questions, and that's one of the things I wanted to do with this channel, is make this an open platform for educating people on what trans people go through, what trans people feel, how they, how we just want to fit in as normal society. And I feel like, answering questions is a really good way to do that. But all in all, anyways, like I said after the video, very happy with the results. They feel very soft, very natural. I can squish them and they feel fine without any soreness or tenderness. It's very nice. I get to wear low-cut tops this summer with no body anti-self-esteem, whatever the word is. Body negativity. I guess there's a word. Body negativity. So I very much have more self-esteem now. I have so much more confidence, and I'm looking forward to this summer and feeling much more confident in summer clothing now. So that's a very big plus, and that's a reason I wanted to get the surgery done now, as opposed to waiting the full 2 years for August. It just helps me feel a little bit more comfortable in summer clothes these next few months. And I'm very excited, and thank you to Dr. Hauser for the amazing job on my surgery. And that's everything on the breast augmentation. Once again, thank you, everybody. I've been so blown away by the support of this channel in just the first couple of videos. I've had multiple people reach out to me privately, publicly, through direct messages, or Facebook or Instagram comments, showing their support and saying how much, they think how great they think it is. And and it means the world to me, all that feedback. It really does. It makes me feel very happy to know that there are people out there that care and are so supportive and so kind with all their kind words. And thank you guys for all of it. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm not sure what my next video will do. I might just do a fun video for my next video. Because maybe I'll do like a Game of Thrones video next week. Because I still have a lot to talk about from that season finale that I am still ticked off about. And I know some of my people that follow me on Twitter are mixed about the finale. Finale? But maybe I'll do something like that, because I don't want this to just be, 100% serious channel. So I want to use this to kind of talk about stuff that I like to talk about, that everybody likes to talk about too. So I've done quite a few things in terms of my transgender journey. So maybe I'll do something fun, like a Game of Thrones video, like I said, or something like that. So I'm still mad about what they did to my girl Daenerys. And I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I will talk about that in another video. But thank you guys for tuning into this one. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment down below. Be sure to please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. It helps me out so much. And I'm so glad to see everybody who already has subscribed, everybody who's watched my videos, everybody who's left a like down below, everybody who's left their nice comments. Thank you all for that. And thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.